We go. Hi. Watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and platforms. I'm Mike Morales here in rainy Southern California. That guy out there is.
I'm Dave Danius, and I'm in dry Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah. There's no snow on the ground for you?
No snow.
Wow. This is
We
my
were up
best.
close to 60 today.
Wow. Well, we've been
Sunny.
like that. That's good. That's almost California weather.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we've been wearing shorts and t-shirts for months. I think we had one cold day, I think in January, and that was it. So excuse me while I turn this thing down because I forgot to do that. I don't like getting all these alerts because you're going to hear all my little alerts and
Ding,
stuff like
dings, bong, ding, ding,
all
ding.
my things. Anyway, Dave, we have another. First, we have another celebrity brand.
Celebrity brand. Let's see.
And this is another country music guy. For those of you who follow country music, and I'm sure there's a ton of you out there, this is Dos Primos.
Dos Primos.
And who's the guy? Who's our? I'm slow on the country music uptake. Okay, I'm sorry.
So am I. Thomas Rhett.
Thomas Rhett. Now, what's his distinction? Why is he so famous?
Because he's a country singer.
No, but isn't he like the ACM or something or other? Like
ACM Awards and Entertainer of the Year.
Yep, he is the reigning Entertainer of the Year, and
10 billion total career streams.
That's a lot, man. 10 billion is nothing to sneeze at. Wow. So I'm going to go on record right now, Dave. I think I told you this off camera, but I'm going to just right off the bat, we're going to nominate this as Brand of Promise nominee into packaging. Look at this. Yep. Check that out.
I like this label.
I do too. It's like a cloth label.
Yeah, it's a cloth label. And look, he signed my bottle.
Oh yeah. Well, they bought. Did I sign mine? Yeah, they did. Yeah, this is a molded bottle with black raised lettering. This is
nice too.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. But just to give you a quick rundown, we don't try to give you too much before we taste the stuff. But this is coming from a distillery. Was it 1603? I think, right?
Yeah, 1603.
Yeah, 1603. Now, this is this particular distillery. The name of it's interesting, but what's even more interesting is that this distillery is where they are producing El Mayor, I believe now.
El Mayor and Exotico.
Yes, El Mayor and Exotico. Exotico. Excuse me. I really should do the accent. But the original. This is the new distillery for the Gonzalez family that was constructed. It was a joint effort between them and Luxcor Corporation. Luxcor is their importer based in St. Louis. So
Bubbles.
Here we go. We've got shampoo bubbles. That's a good sign. I'm just now breaking the seal. I've had this tequila for a while. It's brand new. It just came out on the market, I believe. And oh, nice. Wow! I almost that sounded like a champagne pop.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that's bright. Okay, I'm going to use the handy dandy Stassel Jarrito for tequila.
The official drinking glass of tequilaaficionado.com.
Yes. The official glass. Thank you.
The official glass.
We have no budget. We're our own pitchman. Okay, here we go. I do.
But you can find out online at Chisholm. Who's it? Chisholm
Trail. Yeah, chisholmtrail.com. chisholmtrailcraftglass.com. It's a mouthful. Do me a favor. Before we taste this thing, show the new bottle of El Mayor. I know you folks have all seen the kind of a funky sideways bottle. That's the new bottle, and it's got some of those same characteristics that this one does. It's got that raised lettering.
The raised lettering.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that they are using the same bottle maker.
Embossed label.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It does have
So
some feel to it. It's not that nice cloth one though. That cloth one.
yeah, this is nice. On the label, it says hand selected and let's see, hand harvested. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're talking about the agave. All
Yeah,
right.
agaves, yes.
Yeah. So here we go. I poured some, and we're going to show the. I don't know if you all can see that. Thought I had a napkin here with me, but I guess I don't. Um, let me see if I can show that to people if they can see it.
That's not
What it
helpful.
looks like. Yeah, it's not helping. Okay, that's a Kleenex. Okay. My lighting here is not the greatest because we have a kind of a gloomy day in Southern California. And
That's
okay,
okay. Nice legs and tears.
finally.
Slow on the form.
Yep. Oh yeah, these are
Nice
pretty.
crystal clear. Nice and shiny.
Yep. It's bright.
Oh, yeah.
Taking a big whiff from the bottleneck, which is becoming a thing for me now. I don't usually do that, but it was bright. I got all kinds of citrus notes on the bottleneck. They're coming out of the bottle. Oh, there. Oh.
I get the agave.
Yeah, it's green. It's like a green, like a cooked, probably autoclave, I think.
Yeah, it is autoclave.
Is it? Okay. Do they tell us anything about the process on the flyer that we got from them?
Actually, not much.
Okay. No, I've not seen pictures of this new distillery, so I don't know what's there and what's not. Um, I'm going to assume that that'll be the home distillery now for El Mayor. There are still products on the store shelves from the old distillery, the Gonzales y Gonzales.
Yeah, you can tell the bottles. The old bottle, that's the other distillery. The
Right.
new bottle that I showed, that's the new distillery.
That looks like a canteen too, doesn't it?
It does, or like a big flask.
Yeah,
Or canteen.
a canteen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a hiker, right? If you're a hiker biker like you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the canteen. Yeah, it didn't dawn on me that in the green old
Yeah.
sack that you put on your hip, the old military canteen.
I like what this smells like. This is really, it's bright though, but I thought it was going to be a lot more fruity and more aromatic than it is, but I'm getting more cooked agave.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm getting more agave than
anything.
for.
Maybe if it's
I got
maybe
fur.
if it opens up a little bit. Did you get some on your face?
I got fur.
Oh, fur.
Yeah, from the nuts.
Your fur or a cat fur or dog fur?
Dog fur.
Dog fur. Yeah, that's right. You're a dog guy.
Little vegetal.
Wow. That is really agave forward.
Yeah, just the agave.
And there's no alcohol. Deep down in the center, there's almost like a slight, I want to call it a bitterness. I normally taste this like on the back end of my palate, but I can smell it in here. And it's really just faint. It's really faint, but it's there at the bottom of this glass, right in the center.
I wonder how this would be after it opens up for a week or so, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm lucky if I get back to it in a week, you know, because I got 3 deliveries yesterday. That's a record for me. I normally only get like 1 a day.
Yeah.
I got 3 in a day, man.
3. Gee.
Equally. And they're coming. There's even more coming. So
Yep.
stay tuned, folks. You got more of us to deal with.
I'm ready to dive in.
Yeah, all I'm getting is real. It's very agave forward.
Just
Yeah.
agave, basically, yeah.
Hey. Oh, wow.
Get a little of the mineral from the water.
Wow.
I think
This
I
is
did see somewhere deep well water, so
yeah.
so
Wow,
you
what
get
a
a
finish, too.
that little mineral there.
It's got, wow, what a long finish, man. That got
Yeah.
it long, warm, and fuzzy.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it goes right up the, yeah.
Ooh.
You got to be careful, man. You got to practice.
Yeah, I know. We got to practice that one.
I know you've been taking the catador course. I know you know the routine, so.
It's agave.
Yeah, that's it. It's just, it's really one-sided, folks, and it's not a bad thing, okay? Because there again, just a slight bitterness on the back end of my palate, very similar to what I was smelling in there. I knew it was there.
And like I said, I get a little of the mineral from the water.
Yeah, are we getting
earthiness, mineral?
Yeah, I was hoping to get a little bit more fruitiness or now let's let mine open up a little bit and give you some of the ins and outs, because this is the new distillery, and here's probably why we're getting a lot of the it says slow roasted blue Weber blue agave is what they're saying. It's on the label here.
And it's both Highland and Valley
okay.
agaves. So
now the DGL Destiladores, it's in Arandas.
Arandas, yes.
Yeah, and I thought that's probably why I was getting a lot more of the agave forward, because those area that they call it the golden triangle of growing, agave growing, where you have a Totonilco in the highlands, you have Arandas, and then you have like a Guanacatlan, I think, is in there somewhere. It's like four. They call it a golden triangle, but there's like, depending on who you talk to, is like 3 small towns that are surrounded in that area, and each of these have a different microclimate.
Yep.
So we get, differences.
Get the terroir.
Yeah. Dos Primos means 2 cousins. They explain everything here.
Yeah. 2 cousins, Thomas Rhett, Jeff Warren. Jeff Warren's a pecan magnet.
Yep. He's the cousin of Thomas Rhett.
They are cousins, Dos Primos.
Yeah, I like the name too. I think that it's really cool. There's another one coming up shortly, hopefully by spring, maybe summer, that we've heard of, called Dos Hermanos. And that'll be an organic tequila. So I can't wait to put up Dos Hermanos and Dos Primos and see what we come up with.
Nice little leather.
Yeah. Again, a little, 100%. Now, it says 100% estate grown, but you said that they're saying that they are they're using both Highlands and Lowlands.
Yeah, they're using, let's see, blending agave from Highlands and the Lowlands. They make a smooth tequila that can be sipped or enjoyed in a cocktail. Well received by tequila aficionados and novices alike.
Well, we'll be the judge of that.
Well, I like it.
Premium tequila to share with those who know best, is what it says. Right now, as far as this stands, this is a winner, folks. Yeah. I think this is a brand of promise nominee. I think you're going to agree with me. Yeah, he's going to have mine.
Fine tequila for fine folks.
There is nothing wrong with this tequila. It's all agave. Now, did they say on their processing if they're using the autoclave, or are they using a combination of both? Because frequently we'll see if they're using Highlands and Lowlands, they're also using a combination of oven baked and autoclave. About
all I see is autoclave.
Now they're calling it slow roasted. That's again bad grammar, folks. That means that roasted means that the flame is actually touching the plant. That's not the case with tequila. I think what they mean is that if they're using an autoclave, they slow down the baking process to imitate the stone oven. Right. And I think that's probably because all I'm getting, and I'm hoping. On the nose, it is bright. It's kind of sometimes it's a bright green, like a fresh.
Like a fresh agave.
Yeah, like fresh agave, but that's all. I'm not getting flowers. I'm not getting floral scents. I'm not even getting citrus, which is again unusual. Oh, did you kill it?
I don't know. We got some Los Altos and Tequila Valley agaves, autoclave, deep well water, fermented stainless steel tanks, double distilled copper pot. Copper
pot. Okay. It's a clean process, folks. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it'd be a great in the tequila and soda, because it's a robust. I mean, it's a bold agave flavor. It's just that's all it is.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. There's nothing wrong with that. I was looking for more. I thought maybe it's a 70-30 blend of agave. We don't know.
We don't know.
But do we have a price point on this, Dave?
It looks like I've seen a couple prices. Who is it? Internet Wines, $40. Our good guys at Old Town, $44. And somebody else, Liquorama, $42.
Oh, wow.
Their website is saying it's actually available in quite a few states, and I counted them, and it was like 34 states.
Wow.
And if it's, they're just coming out in January. It was their launch. So
yeah, that's when we got the press. The press release notification was January. I think we.
Yeah. It's just hitting the stores, so it's going to be a little hard to find right away. But
I'm surprised but they must have some great distribution. I don't know whose coattails they're riding on to get that kind of distribution, but they if they're in 32 states, that's a lot. And then again,
Mexico.
He's Thomas Rhett is the reigning ACM Awards Entertainer of the Year. He has a recent release, his Grammy-nominated 4 studio albums, Centerpoint Road, continued to propel his meteoric career. He's been written up in Rolling Stone. One hits, including its platinum lead single, "Look What God Gave Her." I got to hear that. I love it.
I haven't heard it.
Wow, I've said that more than once. Look what God gave her. Wow, this guy is no slouch, man. Following record-breaking success of his current single, "What's Your Country Song?" additional new music is expected this year. Wow. Holy cow. And I guess the company was formed in 2019. It produces Dos Primos, an ultra-premium Blanco tequila made from hand-harvested 100% blue agave sourced from estates in Los Altos and the Valley area of Jalisco.
Yep.
Now, it says here, Dos Primos is distilled at Destiladora González Lux. That's the official name of the new distillery, DGL. Located outside of Arandas in the highlands of Jalisco. Wow. You know what? This is the second country music tequila, second country music owned celebrity tequila that is really substantial. Maybe the country guys have it right. Maybe it's not whether you have 1 million followers. Maybe these guys. There was one we tasted last year, Eric and I did, in Solito, which did not raise our eyebrows.
Right.
And I think that is from a rock band as well, country Americana, I think. But anyway, regardless, I'm digging this, man. I'm gonna go find this guy's music. This is really good stuff.
I don't know if I'll go that far, but
no, I would. You know why? I did that with John Wolfe, with Juan Lobo. I didn't know him, and I was still living in the state of Texas, and so I started going back and researching his music. And that guy's got this old, beautiful voice. He's got some old style country music that I remember growing up listening to. kind of in the same style as George Strait, you know. And when you reverse engineer where a guy comes from and what he does for a living, you realize, at least I do, what his intent was, what his intention was when he came up with the tequila. And it made, once I got into his music a little bit, it kind of helps you get into his head and his heart. And one thing led to another, and I interviewed him for Open Bar. It was a great interview. We had a great time. Really a cool guy, you know. And it turns out he's good friends with George Strait, so it figures that he has some George Strait, you know, influences.
Right.
So you get to, you know, that's what I'm saying about the beautiful part about tequilas is if you reverse engineer it and you follow where these guys come from, and you like the tequila, then you understand what his intention was when he comes out with something like this. And now I'm looking forward to the aged versions. I can't wait to see what he does with those.
Yeah, if they do.
If they do.
They stay with like a Lalo and stay with just a Blanco.
Yeah, that's cool too. That's okay. I'm good with that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's our take on Dos Primos Tequila. Brand of Promise nominee, or as as you like to say, it's mine. So, and also nominated in packaging. I love the packaging. Look for this. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really worth getting. I think it would be great in cocktails, but sip it on its own. And if you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on the podcast, send us a note if you've had it. Tell us what you think. In fact, if you're watching, hit the notification bell, subscribe, give us a like, and
thumbs up, comment.
Yeah, whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.